In the pay fixation of government employees, sometimes a situation arises in which the pay of senior employee is fixed at a lower basic than his junior employee. This situation causes the senior employee to suffer continuous loss. To address this anomaly in pay fixation, provisions have been made for stepping up. In today's video, we will try to understand under which circumstances a senior employee can be given stepping up equal to the pay of a junior employee in a situation of pay anomaly, and under which circumstances this type of situation will not be considered as a pay anomaly and the senior employee cannot claim stepping up. Hello friends, welcome once again to your own channel, the Employees Handbook. Let us discuss a very important topic. Please stay with the video till the end. The Government of India had issued office memorandums regarding stepping up of pay on 2nd February 1966 and 4th November 1993. After the CCS revised pay rules 2016 came into effect on 1st January 2016, the Department of Personnel and Training (DOPT) issued consolidated guidelines regarding stepping up in an office memorandum dated 26th October 2018. These guidelines consolidate the provisions of the earlier office memorandums. In the second paragraph of this office memorandum, it is stated in the first point that if a government servant promoted or appointed to a higher post on or after 1st January 2016 and drawing less pay in that higher post than another government servant who is junior to him in the lower post and promoted or appointed subsequently to another identical post, this situation will be considered as anomaly. In this situation, to remove the anomaly, the pay of the senior government servant in the higher post should be stepped up to a figure equal to the pay as fixed for the junior government servant in that higher post. This increase in the salary of the senior employee should be made effective from the date of promotion or date of appointment of the junior employee, when the junior employee actually begins drawing a higher pay than his senior employee. There are some conditions for stepping up, which are as follows. In point A, it is stated that both the junior and senior employees should belong to the same cadre, and the posts in which they have been promoted should also be identical in the same cadre. It means that the cadre of both the junior and senior employees should be the same before promotion. The cadre after the promotion should also be same, and the promotional posts of both the junior and senior employee should be identical as well. Point B states that the level in the pay matrix in case of both the junior and senior employees should be same in the lower post as well as in the higher post. Point C states that the anomaly should be directly as a result of the application of the provisions of Fundamental Rule 22(1)(a)(1) read with the Rule 13 of CCS Revised Pay Rules 2016. An example is given in this office memorandum to clear this point. It is explained in this example as if a junior employee has been granted an advance increment in his existing pay level, and as a result, the junior employee is getting more pay than the senior employee. It will not be considered as pay anomaly, and these provisions will not be applicable for stepping up the pay of the senior employee. In point 2 of the second para, it is stated that orders relating to the refixation of the pay of the senior employee shall be issued under Fundamental Rule 27, and the senior employee shall be entitled to the next increment on completion of his required qualifying service with effect from the date of refixation of pay. It is important to note here that in the 7th Pay Commission, there are two dates for an increment, 1st January and 1st July. In case of any fixation or refixation of pay, at least 6 months of continuous qualifying service is required for the grant of next increment. It means that if the pay of a government employee is being fixed on 1st July, his next increment shall be granted on the following 1st January, and then the annual increment shall be granted on 1st January every year. The third para of this office memorandum explains the cases in which a junior employee can draw a higher pay than a senior employee, and this will not be considered as a pay anomaly. Therefore, stepping up of pay of the senior employee will not be allowed in these situations. Point A states that if a senior employee avails extraordinary leave (EOL) and as a result his increment in the lower post is postponed, and due to which the senior employee starts getting less pay than his junior in the lower post itself. In this case, the senior employee cannot claim equal pay on promotion, even if he may be promoted to higher post prior to the promotion of his junior. Point B states that if a senior employee refuses his promotion to the higher post and as a result the junior employee is promoted or appointed to the higher post earlier than the senior employee and the junior employee starts getting higher pay than the senior employee, in this situation also, the senior employee does not have the right to claim stepping up. It is stated in point C that if the senior employee is on deputation and during this time the junior employee gets an ad hoc or regular promotion and the junior employee starts getting a higher pay than the senior employee, then this situation will also not be considered as a pay anomaly and the senior employee's pay shall not be stepped up. Point D states that if the senior employee joins the higher post later than the junior employee due to any reason and as a result the senior employee starts getting a lower pay than the junior employee, so in such cases the senior employee cannot claim equal pay with reference to the junior employee. It is stated in point E that if a senior employee is appointed later than the junior employee in the lower post itself and as a result the senior employee receives a lower pay than the junior employee, then even in such cases when the senior employee is promoted to a higher post earlier than the junior employee, the senior employee cannot claim the same pay in the higher post even if the senior employee gets less pay than his junior. Point F states that if a junior employee is promoted from a lower post to a higher post, his pay is fixed under the provisions of Fundamental Rule 22(1)(a)(1) and Rule 13 of the CCS Revised Pay Rules 2016. And according to the length of his service in lower post, his pay may get fixed at a higher stage than that of a senior employee who is a direct recruit and appointed to the same higher post. In this case, the pay of direct recruit senior employee is fixed under different rules than the junior employee. So in such a situation, the senior employee cannot claim equal pay to that of a junior employee. Point G states that if a senior employee is appointed in higher post on ad hoc basis and is getting less pay than his junior employee who is also appointed in the same post and cadre on ad hoc basis, here in this case also, the senior employee cannot claim equality with reference to the pay of that junior employee. It is important to note here that ad hoc officiating service in higher post is reversible and promotion can be reverted back to the lower post. Also, full benefits of Fundamental Rule 22(1)(a)(1) are not available on ad hoc promotion. These benefits are available only on regular promotion following such ad hoc promotion without any break. Point H states that if a junior employee earned additional increments on acquiring higher qualification and gets more pay than the senior employee, this situation shall not be considered as a pay anomaly and the senior employee cannot claim stepping up of pay. In paragraph 4, it is stated that earlier issued office memorandums dated 2nd February 1966 and 4th November 1993 will be considered cancelled and the guidelines given in this office memorandum will be effective from 1st January 2016. That's all for today's video. See you again in the next video with another useful information. Namaskar.